Hello, hello. I hope all is well today. Today is January 28th of 2026, and you hear some construction, some things going on. My husband's home. He's fixing some stuff. So anyway, so we're going to resume with day 76 of Writings with Jesus, and this is a new part 53, and we're going to continue on with that. So okay, 1/28/2026, brand new post, part 53. God's physical calendar 7/9, God's spiritual calendar is 12/9, God's true Gregorian calendar 8/15. All of these parts are being released now, but Jesus gave them to me starting in June. Talking through Mandy at Seek Heavenly Things. Okay, Jesus gives her these writings. Part 53. But when I turn the dial back, that future does not exist yet, and you will have more chances to be called up in the rapture, and that is my love and grace for you, because I do not have to turn the dial back. I do not have to have more than one rapture. So I'm doing it all for you, my children. So I'm doing it all for you, my children. All of this is for you, and the more you reject me, the more you are just rejecting my son, Yeshua HaMashiach, who has come in the flesh, bled on the cross and shed his blood, who has died for you on the cross and rose on the third day. So if you have true reverence for me, whether you believe something or not, you would come to me with a humble heart in a humble position, asking me, what are my truths? What are my plans? Are these my prophets speaking? So a lot of the mockers, I can tell you right now, don't do that, unfortunately. It's because they have it in their head that they are just right, no matter what, no matter what anybody says. Anyway, and I need everyone to do that, to come to me with a humble heart, asking me to pour my spirit out in you and bending your heart to my will, asking for my truths, asking like you don't already know, but asking like you want to know everything that I am revealing that are my truths. That is truly what putting down your pride and ego means. Admitting that you don't have all of the answers. Admitting that you don't have all of the answers. That you are coming to me, Yeshua HaMashiach, for the answers and my truths. And you're asking for my will for your life by laying down your own will for your own lives, picking up your cross so you can finally follow me. And then I will lead your path. I will show you my true salvation. I will show you my wineskin process. So all of my people, they can be ready and be called up for the next pre-simulated or simulated raptures. And as I keep turning the dials back over and over again, you're going to keep seeing more hate increase all over the world, giving my people multiple chances to put down their pride and their ego. But you're going to see there are so many with stubborn hearts who will not believe, because they truly do not know me and my true character of a true God who is love and grace. My people, they have grown up knowing me as the vengeful God, the God of wrath. But I do not appoint wrath. I only allow wrath. See, there's a difference. He doesn't appoint it, but he allows it. Because there's always casualties with war when I am trying to destroy evil in these battles. But I do not wish wrath for my people, because I love my people. I do not wish any harm on my people. I did not come here to condemn them. I came here to save them. So it's not going to be a cakewalk for my people who are my chosen prophets at that time of hate, when it truly increases all over the world. Because there will be so many people with stubborn hearts, and they will have a lot of animosity towards my people, with many of my prophets facing resistance and hate, with so many people who will slander them, tarnishing their characters and come against them. Kind of like how it is already happening now, but you haven't seen this kind of hate before, because the hate is just getting started. Once AI and the demonic portals are completely open, you're going to see the flesh mix with the spiritual realms, and the hate is just going to grow so much stronger. And they're going to not only hate on you, but they're going to come against everything that you stand for and mock your character. The enemy already has their assignments ready to go. He's already sending out his legion of demons, and they are already getting to work attacking my prophets. See it every day, guys. Just like they're coming against my prophets now. But you are about to see more videos being made slandering Mandy and G and anyone associated with them in the 12. We just had one from good old gospel, And I love you anyway. I don't care what you say. It's all good. At the end of the day, it's all going to be fine. It's all fine. Okay. So I allow all of this hate to happen, and I use the evil for good, because eventually all of those seeds that are going out there to the public, to my children, they will turn for good when my people finally realize that it is I, Yeshua HaMashiach, speaking, and this is my group of elders that I have put together. So before I do any pre-simulated raptures, I have to call up my 12 so they can train, so they can lead the wineskin process. But before I do that, I promised that I would wake up their family and friends, so I will be teleporting them to their family and friends so they can see the supernatural, and they will teach them the wineskin process, so they and their families and friends can be caught up with them to heaven for the pre-celebration. And while they are in heaven training, that is when silence in heaven will start. And after my silence in heaven, my 12 will turn their cameras on, broadcasting the supernatural from heaven, so my people can see this is all real. And after I've given my speech, you will see the skies grow dark and get very ominous right after I have started calling up my first group of first fruits, because now they have to complete their training in heaven, so I can send them back so they can help me call on the other pre-simulated raptures, now with my 12. But before I turn the dial back to call up more groups, I will call up my 12 to train in heaven so they can lead my first group of chosen fruits. But before I call up my first fruits to heaven, I will be sending my 12 back so they can complete some of the missions that I have for them to go on, and so they can enter the adventure arc, which is the live cruise that they will all be going on. As people start to believe and ask to be on the adventure arc with them, and I will keep calling more and more first fruits to be on the adventure arc before we go to heaven, so my first fruits can complete their training. And while they are on the live cruise, they will be broadcasting with their cameras off, because when I send them back from heaven, it's going to start the mission of 2022 again, right where it started in the beginning of the 522 journey. And only my first fruits will remember that they saw the woman delivering the baby in the sky, which is my daughter Colossia, and you all know her as Cassie at Faith Over Fear 44, who starts the beginning. Who started in the very beginning, who starts the beginning, and my other daughter, Mandy, aka Ariatha, who is going to end the baby delivery in the sky for the end. But before she delivers the baby for the end, to complete the fermentation of the wineskin process, she will have to deliver the baby in heaven in the beginning, while Cassie is delivering the baby in the sky in the beginning. Yes. Okay. So you will also witness the delivery in heaven, as well as delivery in the sky in the very beginning, from both my daughter Colossia, who you know her as Cassie at Faith Over Fear 44, and my daughter Ariatha, who you all know her as Mandy at Seek Heavenly Things. And then when my first group of first fruits, when they are ready and have completed the wineskin process, they will be called up and start their training. And when I send them back, they will be preaching my word in the supernatural, getting my next group ready so they can be called up for training and start to speak my truth and teach my people what my grace is truly all about in the supernatural. And all of you will start to see what it takes to be called up, because they will give their own stories and personal testimonies as I broadcast it from heaven and earth, and they will be showing you heavenly cribs before I turn the dials back again and send them all out to teach more and more, to reach more, so I can call up my next group of first fruits for training. This is going to be my plan for my people, the beautiful harvest that I am building. See, it's the harvest, and Jesus had me do a video back in 2023 talking about the different harvest cycles, the barley, the wheat, and the tares, etc. So I'll link it in the description for you to refresh your memory. So that was the start of the revelations on it. So he's giving more. And it's all the different raptures and the dialbacks. It's you, just like in the book of Ruth, you have all the harvesters pulling, pulling the fruits and gathering the fruits, and then you have the gleaners at the very end getting what's left, which is the very last of, the ones to ripen. So, okay. Because they will give their stories and personal testimonies as I broadcast it from heaven and earth, and they will be showing you heavenly cribs before I turn the dials back again and send them all out to teach more and more, to reach more. So I can call it my next group of first fruits for training. This is going to be my plan for my people, the beautiful harvest that I am building. And all of that will take place in heaven with my 12. And after I send my 12 back, we will start the 522 journey over, inviting everyone on my adventure arc with my 12 and my first fruits as they are ready. And then my 12 with the first fruits will go and take my first fruits to heaven after it is the final boarding call to complete the mission on the adventure arc. Stick around for part 54. Alrighty, well, I love you guys, and I pray you have a blessed day in Jesus' name, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.